Hey, there's so many things I could have called this reading. I'm going live and I've titled it Phoenix Rising, which is your crowning energy. And in the context of the overarching energy, especially the way the visual of the crowning energy came through, which I'll show, and I do say everything is divinely guided. It's there for a reason. I feel in the context, divine feminine, of your life, you could feel like, okay, in a sense of the Phoenix rising, with it being so blurred, it's almost like you're like, how do I liberate myself, to get to this higher octane of what I'm wanting and desiring? How do I send myself in this certain fashion to achieve everything I want? There are some things that could be for some of you cropping up this week, moving into next week. We will get into the reasons why, but regardless of that, it's something I'm physically seeing in the read. So as the reader, I do need to provide the energy I'm seeing, and I guarantee it will be happening to me also. Now, in the context of not knowing where you're going, maybe knowing, but maybe getting frustrated, I do see to the past position we have the choice card, okay? So, looking back to the most recent past or distant, feeling blocked and restrained. Many times when we are dealing with our ascension process, our twin flame path, at that crossroad, we can feel quite disillusioned when we don't actually know which choice is the correct choice. How do we address it? Do I have some power in the circumstance? You are moving away from this, but they are saying in the context of that, where you stand right now, especially in the heart of the read, we have the card and it says, painting the roses red. Now I can't find the card. Oh, well, it's in the past position, heart position, that's why. Painting the roses red. Okay, covering up errors. Now, it might be, sometimes we see things we can't unsee. Sometimes we realize that our reactions to circumstances, maybe we're a bit zealous. I feel, have empathy for yourself at the moment, especially for those of you that are finding this to be difficult this year. But don't be scared to see the red flags. Don't also be scared by the red flags, because there is a vision beyond this point. There is no matter what, things are changeable. We have your next card right next to the heart of the situation, vision of life beyond death. Building up life after tower moments, after endings. We psychologically can have feelings that it's just too hard. I don't know where to start. I don't know how to move this, the romance forward. Can I trust the person? Is it ever going to change? There could be jealousy that crops up. Nevertheless, also don't be critical on yourself if you're no longer resonating inside of the old paradigm of what life used to look like. And that can be the context of what life used to be like in 2020 and beyond previously. We are integrating this brand new chapter, and we can feel foreign at the moment in our lives. We can feel concerned about all the good days are gone, and, maybe that all that glistens isn't gold. I feel you're going through a transition. I feel you are wanting some hope and wanting some clarity. Also feeling maybe frustrated by the circumstances and how long change has taken to get to where it is, and especially around love at the moment. You're not going to be able to, and this is very common. Again, I will say in Ascension, it's very common where we get to a place where we don't resonate with toxicity. We don't resonate with dramas. We are almost like the guy on Lie, Jim Carrey, where it's like we can't lie and we have no filter and we come out and say exactly what we feel. And sometimes we can be really worried when we do that. Is there going to be a cause and effect? Is there going to be a consequence? What if I say something? Is it going to be received well? And there are some feelings to do with you being the queen of this connection. You guys are saying you don't need to be, sometimes we do look at the karmics and we're like, how the heck do they get away with what they do? You don't need to be that in order to get what you want. You are the queen on your throne in your own personal right. You are attractive. You are individual. You are within your right if you are having these feelings. So try to not be down on yourself or feel that you're not where you. It's okay to feel, hey, I'm not where I want to be right now. For some of you that are in communication, I would say I kind of get this feeling. It's like there's been some crosswise and confusion. There can be some feelings. It's almost like, okay, am I going back over old ground? Have I even ascended to, I'm relating to this differently. I'm relating to this almost in a sense of the old version of me. I just feel as though this is a process of where you're at. And, things are going to start coming together, but you do need to be patient with yourself as these things are coming together. I do think you could have some breakthroughs in the context of finances. Sometimes at first it can be almost like that lack mentality. But there is going to be, because of that lack, because of a lack situation, it is actually aiding you in getting the abundance because, the term I'm hearing is there's only up from here. But the test is, okay, regardless of setbacks, how committed to the situation are you? That's what they're asking you. How committed to this situation are you? It's funny because I feel as though there could be more context to do with, how committed are they? Now, I'm also getting that this is not just to do with your twin flame part. There are some other things bubbling up here. Okay, and this is also being the challenge. Yeah, but I would say don't go in where angels fear to tread, i.e., especially, and I reference more in the context of when we're going through a simulation of energy, if we have that individual in close proximity and we don't check ourselves, the big fear you do have is, oh my gosh, if I react in a certain way, is this going to trigger an ending in this dynamic? That's not what you're actually wanting. You're wanting the communication, the movement, the style of the connection to ascend. That's your biggest intent. You're like, look, if it's on the up and up, if it's transparent, if it's mutual, if it's grounded, this is something you're attracting into your life. It's something that you want in your life. You don't want no BS. That for you is dead and gone. You're also not allowing naysayers to sway you from your truth. For some of you, look, you could be worried about external situations. For some of you, I feel you just really moved away from that. It's almost like, no. I do feel this person moving towards you. And it's funny, if you were the person to initiate intimacy, it's almost like they're saying this is, they're very attracted to you. They're trying to be different. And because of that, you could take that a certain way. This person does look at you in a very different light. And yeah. What are they trying to show me here? If you've been waiting for this person to visit you and you've moved, they're saying they know where you are. They're saying they can find you. They will seek you out. If you have been, if there is a visit or you are going to the person, there's something to do with the home here. They are very tempted, like if you feel that all has failed, they're still very tempted by you. They do really want to move forward with you, but it's not just because of the intimacy. There is intimacy here, there is chemistry. It's not because of just that. Whoa. Hmm. Okay, what last messages do we need to get from this? Because they're almost saying you're going to have to follow this through. You're going to have to realize that something is resurrecting, something is ascending. If this is in the context of your twin flame and stress that look, I don't see, I don't know, I haven't spoken to them, I don't know if they're ascending. I feel for some of you, you're directly going to be feeling it through your chakra system. And so if that confusion has really been coming through to you, what the guides are saying is your instincts are correct. We will check in with this energy next week. Don't forget to look at the masculine and the karmic third party. And if you do want to get on our waiting list for the Sage in a Circle Network, information page as well as that link is all below, as well as if you need a booking separately. Don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to see you back here again next week. Take care, beautifuls.